I had a sheep that I wanted to strangle to death with my bare hands.
Though the ship is fast, the anchor holds. Yeah. Though the sails are torn.
Hello, HyddenWell Farmers. Glad to have you on Reflections Friday. I had a sheep give birth. Now, normally in the pen, in the paddock that I have, it's not super big, but usually when they're newborn, the sheep bond so strongly to their lambs that to get them into the jugs so that I can isolate them and treat them for a few days, all I have to do is pick up the newborn baby and just walk with it, and the ewe will follow us right on up, pretty much anywhere we want to go. And even if she's a little standoffish, she'll stay close enough to where we can catch her and not any problem. But I had this one sheep, oh my goodness, her name was Cosine. She had quadruplets, and of course none of them lived, but we had one that was alive at first, and this sheep would not let us catch her. And we chased her, and it was an ice storm. It was the freezing rain of the day. And I mean, no matter what little trick we used, we even caught her once, and I had a harness a harness on her face, a lead, and she got it off and took off. And I'm telling you, I was mad enough. After an hour of chasing the sheep and just trying to help her, I was mad enough to strangle her with my bare hands. It was not pretty. I mean, I had, face was blood red, and man, I was chewing my mouth, my tongue, my teeth. I hate this sheep, you know. And I know that we have all experienced that sometimes in our life. Maybe it's with your spouse. I don't know, but from time to time, we all experience that level of frustration. And what I'm just telling you, to have that level of frustration is not a sin. What is a sin is what you do with that frustration. And it can be very easily to act out and to get that frustrated and then, do something, that 5 minutes later you're going to totally regret. And, we all have those moments. It kind of takes me back to the book of Acts and Paul. He's standing in front of Felix, and he's been sharing the gospel and everything like that. In Acts 24 and 25, it says, "And he reasoned of righteousness, temperance, and judgment to come. Felix trembled and answered, Go thy way, for this time, when I have a convenient season, I will call for thee." There's no doubt whatsoever that not only was Paul frustrated, but Felix was frustrated too, and they were frustrated for totally different reasons. And that's not uncommon. Sometimes when we're faced with a situation, I mean, that sheep was frustrated too at me chasing her, and I was frustrated because I was trying to help her. And so communication sometimes can make all the difference. Now, I don't know how you communicate with a sheep. Maybe that's it. I don't know. The long story short, we did catch her. And once we got her in the barn and I gave her a little bit of feed, she calmed right down. And I went in there and she come over. She put her head on my knees and I patted on her for a good 5 or 6 minutes and told her how pretty she was, and all was forgotten. And see, that's the thing about frustration, is we really need to be very careful how we act when we're frustrated. And I'm preaching to myself. It's very, very difficult. So I have this little poem here, It's from Essay on Man by Alexander Pope. It's just an excerpt that says, "Whatever is best. That each sorrow has its purpose, by the sorrowing oft unguessed. That as sure as the sun brings morning, whatever is best. I know that each sinful action, as sure as the night brings shade, is somewhere sometimes punished, though the hour be long delayed. I know that the soul is aided sometimes by the heart's unrest, and to grow means often to suffer, but whatever is best. I know there are no errors in the great eternal plan, and all things work together for the final good of man. And I know when my soul speeds onward in its grand eternal quest, I shall say as I look back earthward, whatever is best." So today, it's Awesome Reflections Friday, and it's amazing what getting frustrated at a running, unthankful, unruly sheep can teach us. God bless you today. I hope you have a wonderful one.